Respected dear family members, my pranams to you. Nowadays, many non-Malayalis, non-Keralites are watching this YouTube. Particularly younger generations are watching it. So they are frequently requesting and compulsorily requesting that I should translate whatever I am telling in Malayalam also. So whatever I have told in Malayalam, just I am recollecting it. Point by point, different points, so there will not be a continuity from one point to another point. Whenever I explain it in Malayalam, each point I used to explain for nearly 10 minutes or 12 minutes. But that much explanation is needed for Keralites, Malayalis, but that much explanation is not needed for non-Keralites. Majority of these issues are generally connected with the Kerala also, which will not be that much interested for people belonging to other states. Now, first point I would like to explain is about yoga. You know what is yoga? In Rigveda, one mantra is there. Trisapta samida kritaha devaya tyajnam dhanvana abadhanan purusham vasham. It's a long mantra from Purusha Sukta. Purusha Sukta is a mantra from Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda and Atharva Veda. 3 sapta samida krita, 3 into 7, 3 sapta, 3 into 7, 21 factors are brought together which are present in human body. What are these 21 factors? Panja Bhutam 5, Panja Prana 5, Panja Karmendriya 5 functional organs 5, Panja Jnanendriya 5 sensory organs plus mind. Panja Bhuta Pradhivi Appa Teja Vayu Akasham. Panja Prana Pranavana Vyana Udana Samana. Panja Karmendriya leg, hand, tongue, procreatory organs and digestive organs. 5 sensory organs, ears, eyes, nose, tongue and skin plus mind. All these 21, 3 sapta. These are the factors in which animal instinct is present in human body. Why animal instinct is present in human body? Exclusively because human beings are one among 1.2 million type of animals. One among 1.2 million type of animals. So naturally animal instinct will be there in human beings. Where these animal instincts are there? 21 factors. Panja Bhuta, Panja Prana, Panja Karmendriya, Panja Jnanendriya plus mind. Bringing all these together, that nature tied up this animal instinct, Devaha Yadyajnam Dhanvana Abadhanan Purusham Pashum. The animal instinct in the human being got tied up, yajnamite, and sacrificed that into the fire and destroyed it. Tani Dharmani Pradhamanyasa. In that place, dharmic values are consecrated. Thus you can see, yoga is bringing all the 21 factors together, refining it and making a bad human being into a good human being. A bad man into good man, bad woman into good woman. So it is refining of Panja Bhuta, Panja Prana, Panja Karmendriya, Panja Jnanendriya and mind. Now second point, you may be knowing that 21st June was our International Yoga Day. The third International Yoga Day celebrated world over. And in India it became mass program including the leftist ruled Kerala. And China has, and the communist countries and non-communist countries, Christian countries and Muslim countries, all these countries participated in international yoga. The news you could see, Sri Narendra Modi gave fantastic messages everywhere. Particularly he was delivering the lecture in Lucknow, and he said India is getting connected with the world and the world is getting connected with India through yoga. So yoga, the ancient knowledge for physical and mental and psychological and social well-being, has been brought back for a fantastic enrichment and international building the cooperation and coordination. You could see the fantastic messages also without. Next point what I want to say, very recently I happened to go to a Jyotisha class. You know Jyotisham? All the progressives, all the leftists and all the radicalists and all the atheists used to denigrate it, degrade it, belittle it, make fun of it and do everything against Jyotisha. But wonderfully, the Jyotisha teacher of Veda, Vedanga Parishat organization in the center of Trivandrum city is a great man, really great man, dean of the science subject in Kerala University. Formerly he had leftist thoughts, but Puritan, very great man, Dr. Dharmaraj. He learned Jyotisha and started teaching. So many Communist Party members, leftists, started learning it. And its anniversary was celebrated 3-4 days back. I was fortunate enough to attend and give the keynote address for that. And you know, I told them very specifically, whether people like Jyotisha or do not like it, that is immaterial. But Jyotisha will remain as a great branch of knowledge where pure astronomy is there, pure mathematics is there. These two are pure science. Prediction part is there, it is not science. But this will be existing because ancient knowledge could never erase off from the soil of India. 114 cultures are there. 114 cultures, civilizations were there in the world. And almost all the civilizations got wiped out except Indian civilization. Many modern medicines got banned, but Ayurvedic medicines remain the same. Nobody has banned any Ayurvedic medicine. In Saptaswara, 7 letters are there. Sa, Di, Ga, Ma, Pa. They has been created thousands of years back. Even in 21st century, nobody has added another letter to Saptaswara. Nobody has removed one letter from that one also. Sanskrit is still gloriously remaining in the world. Bhagavad Gita has become the part of the syllabus for the MBA in Harvard University. And Vedas are being elevated to the position of world heritage. And even movies are being taken on the basis of Veda Mantra. Our Sangeeta has been 72 ragas. Nobody has added another raga to that. Nobody has removed one raga from that. Tala, 14 Tala I think. Nobody has added a new Tala for that or removed anything from that. It's remaining intact. 1000 Ayurvedic drugs are explained in Sahasra Yoga. It remaining intact. Many of the modern medicines are getting banned every day. But this is remaining intact. And Bharata Muni's Natya Shastra is a perfect book. And in that Natya Shastra, nobody has added anything new, removed from that one, anything also. Maybe fusion dance has come up, but that is only integration, not destroying. So Jyotisha, the old great heritage of India, will remain intact. Every astrologer should utilize Jyotisha for helping the people instead of threatening them or instead of creating a fear psychosis on the basis of astrological prediction. People should, the astrologer should support that one. Almost all the CPM members, leftist, so-called progressives, so-called radicalists who attended the program said it was a marvelous eye-opener for them. So you know how this Jyotisha class can be utilized, and the class organized by the leftist learning by the leftist, teaching by the leftist, propagating by the leftist. Even you can see that one. The communism, dialectical materialism, Das Kapital, Communist Manifesto could not even survive for the last 100 years. Even the statue of Lenin, Stalin, Marx, Engels completely got wiped out from Russia. But you know, our Ramayana written during Treta Yuga, Mahabharata written during Dwapara Yuga still remain intact, and people are learning and teaching and chanting them. Whatever is to be there, it will be remaining. Nature will protect it through us. Whatever need not be there, nature will destroy it through the people who were carrying that, just like the coffin box, dead body carrier. So remain. Jyotisha is very good, and even Communist Party people are started doing that. Now another point, very interesting point. You know, one of the Communist Party minister of Kerala, Kadagampalli Surendran, he insulted Sringeri Shankaracharya in Trivandrum. Shankaracharya was expected to come for inaugurating a newly cleaned pond of Trivandrum. But this minister removed his Simhasana chair and put an ordinary chair. Daylight bluntly denigrated Shankaracharya. Interestingly, what happened? Two other Communist Party members, one Dr. Thomas Isaac, who is a Latin Catholic, Latin Christian, Dr. Thomas Isaac, and G. Sudhakaran, little bit abnormal man in words and deeds. These two people are hardcore Communist Party people. When the same Sringeri Shankaracharya travelled from Trivandrum to Alleppey district, and gave just a blessing to the people who came there in Alleppey district, these two leftist hardcore Communist Party member, that too the leftist ministry participants, I mean ministers of the leftist ministry. Dr. Thomas Isaac is the financial minister, CPM man. G. Sudhakaran is the PWD minister, CPM man. And they came to the same Sringeri Shankaracharya and did all the formalities to be performed generally when that type of people visited Shankaracharya. Brought one full plate of fruits, pannada, and stood with bowing the head and everything. Now you see, whichever is to be survived, that will be surviving. One minister insulted, degraded, denigrated Shankaracharya. The other fellow were forced to came and stand bowing head in front of them. Another important point. You know, very recently the president of Travancore Devasam Board said nearly 65,000 hectares of temple land, 65,000 hectares of temple land got grabbed by different people and it is lost forever. It may be unfortunate that it may not be possible to take it back. But one temple is there en route Kanyakumari from Trivandrum. One temple en route Kanyakumari from Trivandrum. As an Ayyappa temple, very rich temple. They had enough money to purchase the land around it. They had enough money to purchase that land. Unfortunately, they did not purchase the land around the temple. The pilgrims and the visitors to the temple touches in lakhs. Now what happened? Nearby Christians, they purchased all the land around the temple. Now this temple can never expand, never grow, blocked by the Christians, which they intentionally do throughout Kerala and Kanyakumari district. Never allow temple to grow, purchase the land nearby the temple and put a chapel and a cross or build something else so that this temple will never expand further. Unfortunately, these temple authorities could have purchased that land long back, which belonged to Hindus, why I want to tell this one and the reason for my telling this. The Hindu should think not on that particular day for tomorrow, but for the expansion of Hindu institutions, Hindu colleges, Hindu schools and other things. They should think for the future also. Now this temple can never be expanded. Physically it cannot never be expanded. When the heavy rush comes, naturally they cannot be accommodated. Particularly during the Shabarimala season, thousands and thousands of people used to come to this temple. Now limitations are there. The Christians will not allow, as usually they talk about secularism and the great thing about the interreligious coexistence and cooperation. But when the Christianity and conversion towards their religion comes, they will be working only for Christians. Degrading, denigrating, protesting any Hindu organization, any Hindus, silently they will work against Hindus, Hindu temples, and they will see that when their organizations, their religion is spreading very fast. Unfortunately, these Hindus who are ruling the Ayyappa temple could not make it sufficiently earlier and could not purchase the land around it. They lost the chance. Now next point, very interesting point I want to say. 16th of this month, Kochi Metro has been inaugurated. Last year 2016, June 11th, when the International Second Yoga Day was celebrated, in Trivandrum, the yoga demonstration took place in Chandrasekhara Nair Stadium. Health Minister Shailaja happened to be the chief guest. And the Left Ministry celebrated this yoga day. Knowingly or unknowingly, UDF, Congress party members, other party members and public, everything attended due to the fact that it happened to be a government function. And the Aikamatya Sukta of Rigveda was chanted at that time, the yoga day. Sangachadvam samvadatvam samvo mana'am sijanata deva bhagam yada purvi sanjanana upasade samano mandra samiti samani samanam manasaha chittamesha. This is the Aikamatya Sukta, mantra of unity. It has been accepted as the mantra of international unity also by world over. But this lady happened to be from CPM. She protested against it because this is converting the International Yoga Day into a Hindu Yoga Day. She shouted and she sat just like a XYZ. Anyway, this month 16th, the metro, Kochi Metro was inaugurated. It's a central government, state government function, where the prayer was from the Rigveda mantra, Chanti mantra, Sarve Bhavantu Suginaha, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhavet, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Twice that mantra was chanted by a Christian singer. That is interesting, a Christian singer. Whether Christian, Muslim, Hindu, it does not matter at all, but still for the mentioning the importance of that event and the background I am mentioning, it is a Christian singer. Because these Vedas and Puranas are all belonging to Christians, Muslims and Hindus, whether they accept it or not. They may not accept it, but that is their freedom. So, at this instant when Veda mantra was chanted, Sri Narendra Modi's face was projected. Sabka Saath, Sabka Vihat. Sarve Bhavantu Suginaha, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. There the message, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. That was also going on as the facial expression, not demonstration. So you can see whatever is to sustain, that will sustain. Whatever is to be get wiped out, that will get wiped out. Just like I told you, leftist minister were forced to go to Sringeri Shankaracharya. And this metro inauguration, even though leftist minister, leftist chief minister, leftist party ruling taking place in Kerala, they had to follow the Vedic mantra. That's a greatness. Now next point you may be knowing, when I was talking about Metro Sridharan, who is the advisor for Kochi Metro and who was the instrumental for completing the project within the stipulated time. Is a super engineer who even got hundreds of awards from world over for his meritorious services. And he is a man who always used to practice Bhagavad Gita in his words and deeds and compels, guides and instruct his co-workers to learn Bhagavad Gita before starting the work. Before starting the new project, he used to distribute Bhagavad Gita to all his workers, independent of their caste or religion or ism. And Metro Sridharan is a reasonably a spiritual man too. He used to get up every day morning 4 o'clock. Every day morning 4 o'clock he used to get up. After bath 4:15 starts reading Bhagavatam. Then for 45 minutes Bhagavatam reading. Then Bhagavad Gita reading. Then yoga. Such a pure Indian culture incubated personality. When he was interviewed by a lady, he was telling, I am practicing Bhagavad Gita. So appreciation or criticism or denigration or degradation, nothing affects me seriously. So 21st century, a perfect Keralite, where communism is boiling in that ball, a perfect Metro Sridharan is evolving just like an incarnation, learning and teaching Bhagavad Gita and learning Bhagavatam and reading Bhagavatam, following a pure reasonably vegetarian food and a glorious heritage based modern life. Such a personality could show the world that he is the man behind Kochi Metro. And when he was welcomed for that program, nearly 1 minute, more than 1 minute clapping, applause could be heard. No other person, including Sri Narendra Modi, got that much duration of clapping and appreciation from the audience. When Sridharan's name was just told while welcoming speech was there, the great facial expression and great expression of the people could be really vibrating in the TV screen. And with these words, I will be concluding. Thank you very much. I will be repeating in English also, as many people are requesting that it should be told in English also. Thank you very much. My pranams to you.